Right, you guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how to craft SBCs, starting with the bronze pack method. So I've got a guide on the free section of my website, the link's in the bio, for the write-up for the bronze pack method. But effectively there's two ways to do it. The first way, the simple way, is just to open your 400 coin bronze packs and sell anything that's of value. So with all of the league SBCs that are now in the game, some of which team of the season cards alongside them as their rewards, you can pack some decent value cards within bronze packs, which then allows you to list them on the market and get your coins back. You'll be looking to make profit on different types of consumables as well. For example, the pace training, the all attributes training for outfield players, and the squad fitness cards then as well. The alternative method, the one that's kind of more fun and engaging, but obviously takes a lot of time, a little bit longer, is to use the bronze pack method to craft SBCs for yourself. And for me, if you're taking it from scratch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin with bronze packs. The overall aim of it is you send all the players that you pack to the club. If you get duplicates, you'll list them on the transfer market if they have a league SBC. If you get a duplicate and they don't have a league SBC, you'll just quick sell them, you'll discard them. You'll discard all of the consumables apart from the ones that we mentioned, the squad fitness and the player training all attributes or player training pace. And then from there, what you do is you go ahead and you use the non-league SBC bronze players that you pack and you send to your club in the bronze upgrade SBC. That'll then get you silver cards out. Those will be silver untradeable cards. And then from there, of course, you're going to keep any silver cards that are used in the league SBC, because you'll be using those later. But any ones that aren't using the league SBC, you'll put into the silver upgrade SBC. And then from there, you'll get gold cards out, which you can put into the gold upgrade SBC. And you can see at the moment, I'm doing this at team of the season time, both because the rewards for the league SBCs are very good, but also because you've got these upgrade SBCs in as well. So any time of the year, especially when there are additional upgrade SBCs that involve submitting gold players or rare gold players for the chance to pack something of quite high value, it's worth doing this crafting for the SBCs as well. Because ultimately what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep upgrading my cards up until I get rare gold cards, and at that point I'm going to put them into this current SBC, which is the League Premium Players Pack. This requires 11 gold rare players, which I then will submit into this SBC, and with a bit of luck we'll get something out of it. But the overall aim of doing this and crafting your SBCs is that then you're able to complete all of the league SBCs effectively for free, just with the players that you've either packed or you've upgraded from the bronze upgrade. And then from there, you get all your tradable packs out. So the aim is to overall make a profit, because once you complete the league SBCs, you'll get a lot of high value packs and a lot of packs which are then tradable, which you can then open, and then you can sell the contents from inside those packs. So let's get started and run through how this works then. So what you're going to want to do is open obviously a lot of bronze packs, and this will start you off with your supply. Now the easiest and quickest way to do this is to do it on the web app or the companion app. Ideally you use the companion app to open all of your bronze cards to the supply. As I say, what you generally do is you discard everything. It's of no use. You send everything to the club. You can have a little look if you want to see if they're of high value or not. You've got a Saudi League player there already, and obviously these two will end up going into the bronze upgrade SBC. Quick sell all those, so send the players to the club. So you want to send all your players to the club, no matter who they are, unless they're duplicates. If they're duplicates, you're going to check and see if there's any value to them, in which case you'll sell them in the transfer market. If there's no value to them, you'll just quick sell them then as well. So you're going ahead, quick selling everything, sending everything else to the club. And as I say, if you do this on the companion app, you don't get the loading screen of the pack opening, which means you can actually go through it quite quickly. So that'll allow you to go through your 50 or 100 packs to give you that kind of base level then to get started with. You might even send everything to the club if you're using the companion app, because again, that'll be quicker than quick selling non-duplicate items. And I'll show you what you'll do next. So once you've got an initial supply, obviously you'll do far more packs than what I'm showing you right now. But once you've got this initial supply, the first time you want to start crafting these SBCs, what you will want to do is you go into the bronze upgrade. I favorited them so I can always find them. Start from scratch, of course. And what I do is when I'm completing it on console, I'll start up at this top left hand side striker, and I will go ahead and I'll search the club. And what I'll do is I'll go through each league, and if it's the first time you're doing this, you'll search each league one by one. So again, you'll go multi-swap, and then you press triangle to, on PlayStation, have a look again, clear out the position. But effectively you go through all of the effectively useless leagues to check if you've got any of these players. And this is what you would do the first time. So once you've got that big supply that you were looking for, you would go through, oh no, obviously not Liga. You go through all these leagues one by one, you check them to see if you have players from these leagues. Remember to clear out the position if you're doing it on console. You go through all of the leagues that don't have a league SBC. And you do this one by one. But I'll show you in a moment what you do once you've done this the first time. You only need to do this once whenever you're first getting started. Generally what I'll do to make it a little bit easier when I'm on console is I'll do at least 2 additional players. Keeping those because there's a common ball SBC. So you choose at least 2 additional players to put on your bench, because then when you come here, all your positions are messed up. We've been lucky the chemistry already works. All you would do if it wasn't working is you'd start to move the players into their natural positions first of all, and then from there, if you still don't have the chemistry, you would then look at how you would match up any of the leagues or nations that you have. As I say, obviously it's dead easy this first time, but you'll find as you go through it later, you'll get less cards from the same leagues. It'll make it a little bit more difficult. So you go ahead and you would submit that. And so as I say, you go through the first time each of those leagues that don't have an SBC, and you will look for them within the bronze upgrade SBC, and you submit each player one by one that doesn't have a league SBC. They all go into this. Once you've done that the first time, so this is when you've got a load of stuff in the club, you've not done this method before, you've not checked it out, you need to do it one by one through each league. Once you've done that, all you would do then in future times when you've opened packs, you go to your console, you go to bronze, you go to that top left striker as well again, and what you do is you change your acquired date to be the newest, because this will be all the cards that you just packed. And then you'd use the right stick to check the league, multi-swap, and then you would just go through all the leagues that don't have an SBC, or that don't have their nation being used in an SBC. You've got some of the common ball ones that have their nation being used within the SBC, and so you'd only really use them if you end up being desperate. And so what this means is you're only going to get the most recent cards that you've packed. So once you've sorted everything that's already in your club, all of these bottom rows, all of these extra menus scrolled down, you've already checked all of these ones, so you don't worry about any of them. You've just got your newest cards at the top, and then you can submit them into this upgrade SBC. Alright, so once you've done that, you've cleared out everything. So effectively, once you've gone to the newest, after that, you scroll down until you can't find any more from non-league SBCs. You then go into the, you would then go and open all of your bronze upgrade rewards that you've got. And these are silver packs. Right now, you get a little bit extra, you get 3, normally you get 2. And so all you do is you open all of these packs, and this gives you all of your silver players out. So you do it in order. You'd open all of your bronze packs, ideally on the companion app. Then you come to console, and you'd submit. That could be a good player, but unfortunately it's going to be duplicate. So you'd submit all of those bronze upgrade SBCs to get all the packs out. If you got the patience, then you would exit out of console, you go back to your app so you could open all of those silver player packs. Once you've done that, you come back to the console and you would go into favorites, you go into the silver upgrade SBC. And again from here, if it's the first time you've ever done it, you go into silver, and then you start going through the leagues again, one by one, if it's the first time you've ever done it. Obviously not bigger. So I'm only using the leagues that don't have a league SBC, so skipping all the major leagues. And you keep going through the leagues, checking to see if you've got any of these players. I've already cleaned out my club, So I know I don't have any. All I can look at then is the newest, so that'll keep you on track nice and easy. And then right stick so you can see who doesn't have a league SBC. Stick him in there. So there's only the 2 of the cards then that just came through. And again, you see I've already done this, so all of these are now either cards that are in the commonable group SBCs or that have a league SBC as you've gone through. So you just keep on doing this until then you've stocked your club up, and then from there you can start to do your league SBCs. And again, you've got a couple of ways to do this. You can either do it from the web app or the companion app. Ideally, probably from the web app. You can search your club, you can find how many players you've got in each of these leagues, and then you can see which ones you should start to have a little look at. Or you could simply go into each one and have a look as you go through. Let's have a look. So we're looking for El Faisali players. Let's see how many we got. So we want to have a look at Saudi League. Faisali. There we go. So we've got 4 of these guys already. See how many Fateh players we've got. And so on. And so as you see, I've been doing this for a fair while off and on, so I started to collect these players through, but it takes a significant amount of bronze packs to be able to get enough supply to keep putting these players through this method to craft through the SBCs. So as I say, the easiest way to do it is to open your bronze packs on the companion app first of all, then move on to the console to submit them into the SBCs for any players that don't have a league SBC. From there then you get your silver players out, and again you repeat that process. Any player that doesn't have a league SBC can go into the silver upgrade, which then gets you gold players. From there you can use those gold players within your league SBCs, or you can submit them into either the 2-player upgrade pack, or if there's anything going on within the game that requires gold cards as an upgrade SBC, you can put them into that. And from there you've got your rare gold cards out, and from that you can then put them into another SBC like the Upgrade League SBC that's going on at the moment, or you can potentially use them within the League SBCs then as well. Alright, so that's the rundown of the bronze pack method for League SBC crafting. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions about it, and as I say, I'll link to the written guide as well so you can check that out. Alright, cheers guys, speak soon.